Life can feel overwhelming when you spend a majority of your waking hours working for someone else. What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is my day starts at 5 a.m. at least a couple of times a week. I prioritize movement in my routine, and I found the best way for me to fit it in is before work. If I want to enjoy my favorite morning activities, journaling, meditation, affirmations, I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to squeeze it in before I start my work day. I decided to do a burn bootcamp class this morning as a way to switch it up, be inspired, and also as a way to hold myself accountable. As far as nutrition goes, I look for something quick because A, it's too early to be cooking anything, and B, I'm lazy. Getting up was the tough thing. Anything else that follows is all about ease on these early mornings. What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is making time to get outside, especially when I work from home. Sitting at my house all day at my desk at a computer drains me in a way that's unnatural. So getting out for 2 or 3 walks a day is the only way I feel really good spending that much time sitting at my desk. Plus the fresh air, the sunlight on my skin, the sound of the birds are just an added bonus to the additional movement.
Blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you got them tights, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews.
What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is doing your best to hit all the nutritional checkpoints despite the limited time you have to do so outside of work. Some days are better than others, but I do my best and I let that be enough.
Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. Then you cool, tatted up, cover warm.
What I wanted out of this video was for this to be like a super aesthetic, like just working from home, working a 9 to 5 rather, the vibes of that. And I just wanted to like do my best to capture that, what that feels like, what that actually looks like. And not that that's derailed, but my bad workout this morning has like completely, like it's thrown me off because I wasn't expecting that plot twist. And I feel like that's even more of an accurate representation of like what it's like when you have to work for a company. Like I still have to log into work even though I'm not feeling the best, and even though like I had a bad workout. So editing CC here, and I realized I didn't even explain to you guys what happened during my workout. So I had COVID at the beginning of the year, towards the beginning of the year in February. And my first workout back, I nearly passed out in my workout class at cycling. I literally had to get off my bike because I was going to pass out and leave class early. And at this burn boot camp class, I would say I was like more than halfway through the class and I started feeling the symptoms of like when you're about to pass out. It's a very few specific things that happen when you're about to pass out. And I was like, okay, slow down. So I slowed down and I was like breathing very deeply and just making sure, the oxygen was getting to my brain, etc. And I felt good for that circuit of exercises. But then when we moved to the next circuit, it's like the feeling of passing out was starting to bubble up again.
I literally just had to stop working out. But it's just really hard being in a space where physically, like, I want to do so much. Like, I really want to do these classes. I want to do them frequently. I want to give my best, but it's like, I'm just not there yet. I literally still feel like I'm gonna pass out when I'm doing some of these things. And yeah, so that's what happened during the class. After my brain gets to that point where it feels like I'm about to pass out, that entire day, like, I had this banging headache and pain, and it just makes you super irritable. So
I have some meetings and stuff this morning, so I kind of like will have the morning to kind of like get myself acclimated and really ready to work and get some stuff done. So even now it's like I feel like I'm moving too fast. Like, I just really need to slow down and sit back. So I'm literally not even hungry, but I'm like, if I don't eat now, I'm not gonna have time to go make breakfast later. So I'm going to eat as much of this as I can, and then also sip on my protein shake.
What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is you have days when you have to choose to power through. Even if you're not feeling the best, even if you had a bad workout or your personal life is chaos, I still have to show up for work on those days. While there is a certain discipline gained in that process, today was honestly a difficult work day for me on top of filming it all for you guys. I wanted to honor that commitment despite my head hurting all day long.
Morning, everybody. Nice to meet you guys.
Sweet concussion. Oh, you miss my touching. Good show me something. Give me more than one thing. I need more than less than I do.
What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is, we know eating lunch at our desk isn't the best thing to do, but it still happens anyways. Second walk of the day. It's just beautiful. I'm actually warm in this sweater. It tends to feel colder inside, especially when you're sitting still. So a nice way to warm up before I have my iced coffee. And I didn't want to get too many clips of me walking because I'll probably go on 3 walks today, and it's kind of repetitive. I've been doing sometimes one, 2, upwards to 3 walks a day, pretty much just 1 mile walks. My afternoon walk right now is for defragment. It's like to reset myself and get some fresh air before sitting back at the computer for some hours for work. I just love the way I feel when I make the time to take a walk on my lunch break. I can walk a mile in less than 20 minutes and I get an hour, so 40 minutes to eat lunch is normally pretty good for me. Definitely need to bring my spring clothes out soon. Probably this week if I can, because I'm hot right now. Switch out the sweaters and hello tank tops.
Southern California, but I'm allergic to the rain. What happened to euphoria? Oh, don't worry about it, don't worry about a damn thing. I'm too excited, dark liquor with the palm trees. It's all or nothing, ooh, it's all or nothing, ignore the sign.
What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is romanticizing the small things, even if it is just a midday iced coffee. I got these really cute glasses that I knew would just look so pretty with a delicious iced latte, and honestly, it's something simple, but it definitely put a smile on my face, and the caffeine, of course, helped as well.
Hanging in there. I'm just seeing all these new emails here. Do you think it's because they're just coming back from spring break, or it's just like people just having problems? So add to me is adding to, it's not creating. Just to make sure. Sometimes I gotta pause the music to think through things.
What it's really like working a 9 to 5 is at the end of the workday, you realize that you spent all of your energy at work and that you're on E, but you also have to maximize those few hours after work to do all of the things: edit, study, spend time with your family, eat dinner.
Like, unfortunately, like, more Val's job now.
On a day like today, it was definitely difficult for me to get anything done post work because my tank was empty after battling meetings and having to be productive on top of having a headache all day long. This was a tough video, honestly, for me, you guys, just with the head pain I was in a majority of the day, but I'm glad I was able to put it together in a way that I'm proud of, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Every day is a gift, and I'm so grateful you decided to spend part of that gift here with me today.